Hi you guys, welcome back to All Things Equilateral. It's almost summer for our girls. The college kid is home and ChickLitAthon is over. First of all, I wanted to thank you for your patience during ChickLitAthon. I know that both Jen and Lisa and I were horribly busy and probably shouldn't have done a readathon this May, but I love ChickLitAthon. It was all about, starting it because I was feeling kind of blah. And I thought, what better way to celebrate the last month before the kids get out of school and just kind of indulge in reading chick lit, which for me are mostly rom-com plots. So let's see what Sophie read. Okay, Taylor Jenkins Reid, Maybe in Another Life. This is the point of view of a girl who goes back to her hometown, Los Angeles. And I gotta tell you, she was a weird character. Hannah is one of those characters that I just wonder, how does she survive? Like, would she survive in the real world? I don't know. She's wholly dependent on her best friend, Gabby. Her parents moved away when she was in, I think, high school, and she ended up living with Gabby's parents, Gabby's dad is a pediatrician, so they're, better off. And so are her parents, and her parents seem to have abandoned her. I have these issues with parents abandoning children. Can you tell? They moved to England with their younger daughter, who's in a ballet company now. Anyway, Hannah finds herself moving back to LA from New York, where she was a waitress. She has, I think, 1 or 2 college degrees. Nothing wrong with being a waitress. However, why did she get 2 college degrees and not pursue them? Okay, just a thought. And she moves back in with Gabby and Gabby's husband. One night they go out and she meets up with her high school boyfriend, Ethan. They're one of those romances that you have to believe are fated. I don't know if I believed it or not. It was a little too quick, but they did have a history. And what happened is there's 2 timelines that split up. One is where she's hit by a car and ends up in a hospital and having to rehab and falls for her night nurse, and Ethan is kind of sort of in the picture. And the other one is she ends up with Ethan. She follows Ethan home and, they get together and stuff. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna rate this book. Probably 3 stars. It was okay. Taylor Jenkins Reid writes beautifully. Things that confuse me. Every other chapter is every other timeline, so they flip between the timelines. When you're listening to it on audiobook, which I did for about half of it, that's a little jarring. Like all of a sudden it's like chapter whatever, and you're like, oh yeah, what? It always took me a little minute to get oriented. When I switched to the actual paperback, it was a little easier. I don't know if it was because I was consciously turning the page and could see it, but this also qualified for the heels on the cover story. So a solid 4 stars to The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. I loved the historical aspect of it, the Russian lore. This qualified for the historical challenge, and she writes a beautiful folklore fairy tale like story. I just adored it and just powered through this in like a day and a half. What Alice Forgot. This is another like 3.5 star book. It's Leanne Moriarty. I at one point got, thank you M, my friend from Australia, the Big Little Lies book because it was such a sensation in Australia. And then I went through her back catalog and just kind of bought books that I thought I might be interested in. This was definitely one of them. Again, this is an amnesia plot, and she starts the book out at 29, crazy for her husband and pregnant with her first child, and then she opens up she wakes up on a gym floor and is whisked off to the hospital to find out she's actually 39 years old and is getting divorced. It's one of those books that, it really could have, I think that's what I put it as, a domestic thriller. It was good. It was really good. I give it 3.5 stars. I don't want to give too much away but Leanne Moriarty can also write. Her and Taylor Jenkins Reid have really impressed me in this category. Okay, I know I said it, and forgive me, Catherine, my friend in Germany. I reread 20s Girl by Sophie Kinsella from my Sophie Kinsella challenge because, you guys, this was a book that I just loved. It's a little bit madcap, and it's about a girl who goes to her great aunt's funeral. I think it's great aunt. It's her great aunt Sadie, and she's visited by a ghost. I just love this book. I would recommend it for anyone. It's a bit of a ghostly story. It's really madcap comedy, definitely rom-com. I think this is Sadie the flapper, and then this is her great niece, our protagonist, Laura. I love the madcap quality. I wanted something that I knew I would go through quickly while waiting in carpool lanes, and you know, my usual, I'm substitute librarianing, if that's even a verb, but I'm making it one. I just wanted something quick, and I knew that I wanted to reread this, and it was everything I loved about it the first time I read it. I give it a solid 4 stars. And if you're on the beach, or this is a good one for Spookathon for those of us that don't like scary stories, perfect book. Okay, I'm cheating a little bit on this one. I told you it was a busy month. I just started the Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. This just came in the mail about a week ago, and it's about these 2 roommates. That's all I'm going to say. I'm about, I think about 100 pages into it, 94, and I'm loving it so very much. I'm going to make it meaningful because, you know, as I said in my TBR video, it's whatever you decide meaningful is. So if you want to read a book that makes you cry, that's great. I'm all about the funny this year. This qualifies. I think I'm going to finish it definitely this week. So just wanted to thank you guys for participating yet again. Wanted to thank Jen and wanted to thank Lisa for jumping on board. I also wanted to give a shout out to Trish out there, because you know, she just made me happy with her little messages over Voxer and on Twitter and Instagram. And Trish, giving you a shout out. Thanks so much for participating. So many of you. I'm actually taking the morning today and early afternoon to go through the ChickLitAthon videos and make comments on every single one. So it might take me 2 days because life, but I am determined to watch them all. And thank you so much for joining in my madness of trying to do a readathon. Well, super busy. So if you participate in ChickLitAthon, please let me know down below. I am so excited. I want to see your TBRs and wrap-ups. I promise to watch them. Any Instagram posts, if you guys did those, let me know down below what your Instagram account is. And if you did blog posts, I am like so excited. If you want to give us a Twitter shout out, we're at ChickLitAthon on Twitter. Also under my usual social media, I'm known as @SophieRigsby. Makes it so much easier. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. What I want to do is a summer book haul. Summer reading beach bag book haul. Filming that next. Stay tuned. Bye.